Good afternoon everyone. Yet another video from me. I am gonna try to let you show you how I made this card and what produce I used. This card base I made with the lessons of Nicole Verkooijen, and I made them with my silhouette. I cut it with my silhouette. I put the things aside. That. Okay, you start with a base card and then with the tool to make some bevels I used to make these elements so they fit perfectly in the card. Then with a stamp from Studio Light, I don't know if it's too glossy, no, yeah, okay. You can see it's in hibiscus. I bought with Hobby Vision in Rijssen, and I colored this card with Magicals van Lindley's. Drop Dead Diva I used, and then specific the colors Prima Donna Purple and Drop Dead Gorgeous Green. I color with a Pentel water pen, this one, and I use this very handy, I hope you can see it, very handy palette from Tim Holtz. Just a little bit of the powder in such a nap, a tiny drop of water, and you can color away. The Magicals have a sort of glance on them, so I hope you can see it, that there is some gold glitter on this. The paper I used is from Strathmore, and what you do, you stamp with Versamark. I use the Dazzle Versamark, this one, with champagne, so that I can see where I have stamped. And of course I use my stamping aid, because then you can stamp multiple times. And then you put some embossing powder on it. This time I used Wow embossing powder, clear, matte, dull, regular. And all these things I bought by Hobby Vision. The paper I used comes from my stash, and I am collecting papers and things and stuff all over for 25-30 years now. So I don't know where I bought this paper. I have it a long time in my home, so I don't know. Then I'm gonna use two labels, tiny labels with a little ribbon on. I use the Get Well Soon die you can buy from AliExpress in Jade's shop, made by, designed, I have to say, by Nicole Verkooijen. A half of a cake topper thing, some film strip from Tim Holtz, some flowers and some sisal. And a butterfly, and the butterfly I made with Pons from Tonic Studios. So I hope you can find these things. I try and get some links under the video so that you can see where I bought them. So for now, putting this card together. First, because I don't like this shape here, I made a similar great fitting form, which I'm gonna glue on the base. I use this blue glue because I think that's very fine glue, and a little tiny glue box, glue bottle. I think it's from Joycraft, I'm not sure, but this I always also buy it by Hobby Vision. That fits perfectly. And so my edge is covered. Then the first piece of my design paper I'm gonna glue. Tiny little amount of glue is enough. And now my bottle is stuck, so I took a thick pin and put it through. And I eyeball it, but you have to make sure that all the edges are approximately the same width, so that it's nice and even. Then I have a white layer between, which I will put on. Like so. And when I had this design laid out, you noticed that I had these tiny little labels out. So to do that, I will give this layer of design paper some height with these little foam pads. And I put them everywhere, but so that in a way I can put my labels underneath. To do that correctly, I measure it out, so I think they are just fine by this. And I put a tiny bit of glue underneath them, so that they are in place already on this layer. And with the foam pads they will stick even more. The foam pads, I don't know which brand it is. There are multiple brands for foam pads, and these I have a long time in my house, so I really don't know where I bought them. But there are all kind of brands you can use. Take the tiny papers off, otherwise they won't glue. And then I glue this in place. So now there is some depth in my design. Not quite good. But it's still forgiving this way. So, put these aside. I try to work as neat as possible, because with a lot of debris around you, you can't work very good. Now I want to get here a kind of paper on this side, and I simply tore this apart from the design paper I have here, I only have to make it right, so I give it a fold. And to get the tour on this side, I tear it on the other side so that you can see some white here. You see? So I'll always do that then on the opposite side. And this layer I will give some height too, so therefore I take my, yes, will I take that? No, I don't, because I want to, so this is always looking for what's the best, and I think I like it this way. So this one I glue on. And then I glue my cake. Yes, these are the little things you can find under cakes to make them, to show them off. I don't know how you call them. So I glue this first on my picture. Like that. No, like that, because it was the wrong side of the paper. So that is glued on, and I will glue the text on, because the rounding of the text is not the same as the oval I cut out with my oval die, but that doesn't matter because I can make it fit like this. So, and this one I will give some height. So here I go again with my foam pads. You see, I have to use two. It's very thin paper, so there are two of them. But that doesn't matter. I glue them on. Like so. And then I position my picture on the card. Then I have my film strip here, and because I use some foam pads here, I can make a decision. I will have it like this, or I will have it like this, and I like it this way, so I give it here some glue and I glue it here on. And then I have here some rope, some sisal, which I will glue. That is some from difficult because it's very tiny stuff. But because I'm gluing some flowers on, it will stick the right way. I use my glue now, but I also like to glue flowers with my glue gun, you call it. But I have this in hand now and I forgot to warm it up, so not to slow down the video, I will use this glue and it works like a charm. Like that. And you always can form the flowers you see, like I'm doing now, to give it some dimension. And a butterfly. And I will put some tiny drops on them. This won't work, so I take my stick-it pen and the glue on these ones is very, very hard, so like that. Nope. You have to get on. Try to do this once again. Like so. And I like to repeat some of these by putting some on the edge here. Like that. And so, in this way, you have a card and it has some dimension on it. And you have colored your own picture in this way. I hope you liked it, and next time I'll probably show you how you can color this in this way. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.